So, what is desert? A desert is generally without water and vegetation. A piece of land that is without water and vegetation is called desert. A green patch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of a vast desert is a beautiful sight. A desert may be too hot or too cold. So, as I said, that some desert are very cold. That even ice also falls in it. Means it faces snowfalls, and some deserts are too hot. Okay, like Thar, it is very hot. And also there is a specialty in desert. It is actually a general text, no story is there, just it is a description of desert. So some deserts are like that. It is very hot. As I said that in winter it is very cold. In Rajasthan, if you go, that place is mostly surrounded with desert. So if you go there in winter, it is very cold, and in summer it is too hot to tolerate. So there is a specialty of desert that it becomes very hot when it comes in contact with the sun ray, means the hotness of the sun, and then it again become very cold in the evening when there is no sun. So first go through the chapter and say me if there is any problem, then I'm going to the general summary or the explanation.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so the desert is a story that revolves desert. Many people perceive desert as the land of sand that has a problem of scarcity of animals and water. So most of the people think, means, and they have a idea that is totally negative about desert, that there is scarcity of lack of animals, and also it is a place where nothing is there, only the grains of sand. Okay. However, deserts are important habitats for many species. A desert is generally without vegetation and water. So it is generally without any kind of vegetation and water. Only there is oasis. I mentioned the thing oasis. Can you remember what is oasis? When I was teaching it for the first time, I said that there is only thing that is full with water, that is oasis.
Oasis, ma'am.
Oasis. Forgot. You have already forgotten, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so oasis is a thing that is is not a thing, is a place in a desert that is surrounded with a little water and some trees. Okay, in the middle there is little water and it is surrounded with some trees, and it is very rare in uh, obviously in desert, because the desert is actually lacking water and trees. Only the
Yes,
cactus
ma'am.
and some likely trees are there. So this is a very rare site that you can find a oasis in desert, but this thing is actually very helpful for the inhabitants that are living there. Okay. The plants and animal of deserts can survive on less water. That's why they have some specialty. They are adapted like that. That's why they can grow there. However,
Yes, ma'am.
many other animals and plants cannot survive in deserts. Deserts hold significant importance in the great plan of nature. They are not useless pieces of land on earth as many people consider them to be. Desert appears beautiful with desert plants and flowers. Whenever it rains, the sight of the desert can be quite rewarding, which is similar to that any tropical garden. So when it is raining in the desert, the sight is actually very interesting, and you can also compare it with tropical garden. The tropical garden, rain is very beautiful thing, right? Have you ever
Yes.
seen? You can check it in YouTube. Search it as tropical gardens rainfall or something like that. Then you will find it that it is very beautiful in view. But in desert, it is not very common. So, but the writer who have written this text is writing that it is also such rewarding view. Okay. You can also find that beauty in desert when it is raining. But rain is very uncommon thing in desert. That's why some rarest thing is more beautiful, right? All the rarest thing is more beautiful. That's why it is also very beautiful, and the beauty is quite different. Okay, many people hold the opinion that desert is nothing more than an endless stretch of land. Furthermore, people have this impression of desert that they are dry, thin, waterless, hot, and without shelter. So people hold a negative opinion about desert. So people are always thinking, as I said, that they have a negative view about desert. In contrast to general opinion, desert are beautiful places on earth. Furthermore, desert means these texts is actually opposing the general view or the conventional view that desert is not a good place. Okay. It is opposing this view and saying that no, it is also beautiful place, and the that beauty is rare beauty. Okay, so furthermore, deserts are home to a variety of plants and animals. It is certainly a rare, precious site where desert bloom exists as rainfall takes place. No difference exists between the desert and the tropical land, according to the writer of this story. Deserts are filled with hills or mountains, but not necessarily a flat land. Not always it is a flat land. There can be some hills and mountains present in the desert. And oases. Again, here the mention of oasis in the text. And oasis is similar to green island that one can find in the middle of the desert. So what is oasis? And oasis is similar to a green island. Okay, like an island, you can compare it with island, to a green island that one can find in the middle of the desert. But we generally find island where? In the middle of water, right? In the
Water.
middle,
Yes, ma'am.
in the middle of sea or something like that. But here you can find this little island which is compared with island that was in middle of desert. Okay. Desert may consist of green plants and trees. Such plants and trees certainly provide comfort and shelter. Furthermore, desert can also consist of springs. Okay. So you can also find spring, the best season for all the writers. Okay. So you can also find it in the desert. That beauty. Okay. So the page hasn't uploaded yet. From the first paragraph, pick out two phrases which describe the desert as most people believe it is. And the second is pick out two phrases which describe the desert as specialists see it. Okay. So जैसे common belief जो है वो बोलना पड़ेगा फर्स्ट के लिए, और सेकंड के लिए तुम्हें बोलना पड़ेगा द कंट्राडिक्टरी व्यू जो ये राइटर ने प्रेजेंट किया है. So what is the first? Say.
Ma'am, common people.
Yes. Common people का views क्या है?
क्या मैम?
कॉमन पीपल का जो व्यूज है वो बोलना पड़ेगा. मतलब जो फ्रेज से ये डिस्क्राइब किया जा सकता है कि कॉमन पीपल क्या सोचते हैं डेजर्ट के बारे में.
Yes, ma'am. Common people. Ma'am, common people think totally we are no reason social. कॉमन पीपल सोचते हैं कि ये कभी तो ये हॉट रहता है और ये कभी ठंडा रहता है और मैम कॉमन पीपल think a dessert may be hot or cold and
Okay, let me write. Phrases, पूरा phrase लिखा. Okay, dry, hot, waterless, and without shelter. And second view is a flat, unchanging wasteland. Wasteland मतलब जिसमें कुछ हुआ नहीं जा सकता. जैसे कि कोई तो हम लोग अगर चाहे तो फार्मर लोग ये तो यूज नहीं कर पाएगा ना. खेती करना चाहते हैं तो खेती बाड़ी करना चाहते हैं तो हो सकता है क्या इसमें? नहीं हो सकता. तो
no ma'am.
अनचेंजिंग वेस्टलैंड ऑफ ड्राई सैंड, पूरा सैंड जो है वो ड्राई है. ये व्यूज, ये टू व्यूज है. In this
It's a very
okay. And the two phrases which describe the desert as specialist seed. Specialist मतलब जो इससे रिसर्च करते हैं, इससे कारोबार करते हैं, उसे कहते हैं स्पेशलिस्ट. Seed
yes.
are a beautiful place, home of variety of people, animals and plants. बहुत सारे animals रहते हैं, peoples रहते हैं and plants भी होता है. Okay, write it.